Hi, everyone. I just tried to come on, but you all couldn't hear me, and I don't know what was wrong. Actually, I had to restart my computer, my laptop. I had just done a show on dragonfly crystals, so I'm not quite sure why it wasn't working, but here I am. So this channeling from the Council of One was so complex. Yeah, thank you, Anna. Got sound. I've got sound now, everyone. So I don't know. It was all set properly. Everything was fine. It was just a glitch. So I just want to tell you that I don't know how much this is going to make sense to you all because it's stuff I really don't know about, but it's kind of technical. But maybe down the road in this year, this will mean something to you all, or maybe it means something to you now. So with that in mind, I'll start this channeling. Of course, I got this on December 16th, so I've kind of been hanging back with it. So here's what they told me. The Council of One, creating your reality. Begin transmission. Be sure to create from your heart, your soul's desire. When you align your intentions with your soul's true essence, you step into the golden moment. This is the place where all creation flows effortlessly, where time seems to pause, and you are in harmony with the universal rhythm. In this moment, you are both the creator and the creation, weaving reality from the frequency of love and divine purpose. The golden moment is a sacred key, encoded in the patterns of the universe. It aligns with the Fibonacci sequence, the divine spiral of life that reflects the infinite nature of creation. It whispers to you through nature, through the blooming of a flower, the swirl of a galaxy, and the rhythm of your own heartbeat. This spiral is your connection to the eternal, a reminder that all is interconnected and in divine order. The Eye of Horus is a symbol of perception and higher wisdom. It invites you to awaken your inner vision. It represents the ability to see beyond the physical, to perceive the subtle energies and truths that shape your reality. When you create from your heart, guided by this vision, you bring forth the new earth from the unseen into the seen. The golden mean, the harmony of proportion found in art, nature, and the cosmos, reveals the sacred balance that is your true nature. This balance is not only external, but internal, balancing the mind, body, spirit to align with the divine flow. In this alignment, you discover that every creation born of love carries the imprint of universal harmony. And then there's Thoth's emerald tablets. So ancient teachings that hold the secrets of alchemy and ascension. They remind you that transformation begins within. To live in the golden moment is to transmute the lower frequencies of fear and doubt into the higher vibrations of love and faith. The tablets speak of eternal light within you, the spark of source that guides you to create from your soul's infinite potential. These sacred codes, woven into fabric of existence, tell you the secret. You are the creator. When you create with intention, when you step into the golden moment, you are in resonance with the divine design of the universe. You are living the living expression of the eternal truth, a fractal of the infinite source. Remember, beloveds, the power to create a new reality is within you. The golden moment is now, ever present and waiting for you to embrace it. Look within, align your soul's desire, and let your creations be a reflection of the divine light that you are. End of transmission. So I'm like, huh? Although I do know about the Eye of Horus because it was a while back, probably, 20 years ago. I was sitting in my meditation chair, and all of a sudden the Archangels came and they gave me an activation. I was shown the Great Pyramid of Giza on the Giza Plateau, whatever they're called. And I was in the big pyramid, sitting where light was pouring down from the capstone down through the top of my head. And all this stuff happened, all this activation and initiate, all this process was going on. And I had this experience. It was so profound. It was like, at the same time I felt like I was in the pyramid having this experience, I felt like I was in my meditation chair and their ship was just above my house beaming this down to me. It was very surreal. And I said, oh my gosh, this was amazing. It's something that goes into all the cells of your DNA and shifts it and turns it on. And then it's like you explode, this light explodes from you out to the multiverse. That connectedness. There's so much going on. I haven't even unpacked it after 20 years, but I created the Eye of Horus activation from it. And I called it the Eye of Horus because at that time I was so fixated on the power of the sacred geometry of the Eye of Horus. There's the Eye of Ra and the Eye of Horus. One is the right eye, one is the left eye. But these are mathematical principles that you are missing out on if you don't look into it. And I had been reading the book of the Keys of Enoch by J.J. Hurtat, and I was into that mathematical. I was getting so many downloads and activations from reading that, even though I didn't quite understand it all. There are codes of light and information inside of that book that just gave me tremendous downloads. So I really did the Eye of Horus activation on many, 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 many people. And there came a group of people after a while that thought the Eye of Horus was some kind of negative thing. There is only light. There is only love. These were tools left for us. So I kind of stopped doing it just because that got me a lot of negative attention. No one ever complained that got the Eye of Horus activation, mind you. It's the people that were fundamentalists. I'm sorry out there if you are fundamentalists, but people that thought there was a devil, thought there was, there's a whole group of people out there who are afraid of opening up to their higher light in this way. So I even have it actually on my website, the Eye of Horus activation, but I sort of, it's not seen as one of the offerings because it's something that I wanted to go back in and really review and understand. And I'm sure at this time, if I go back in, it will be called something else and it'll be a different kind of quantum thing. But there was something at the time for those of us who received the Eye of Horus activation, as I call it. They didn't call it that. They didn't have a name for it. the Archangels. It was quite a gift, and I so appreciated that I wanted to share it. But not everyone was ready. I realize that now, that not everyone was ready for that advanced. But they are now. It's like you are now. You're all, but I mean, you're all getting connections in so many different ways. You're getting connections all on your own. And the only reason why you would go to someone else to get activated or to have initiations or any of that is because sometimes someone has that code, has that vibration that can really speed you ahead, and your guides know it, and they're going to put you in the right place, in the right direction, to have these openings come before you. And they can facilitate that on it quicker than you can do it on your own necessarily. I mean, because you can do everything on your own. And well, thank you, Millie. I love Horus and feel connected to hawks and birds, especially birds of prey. Oh, thank you. So there is much more going on metaphysically, because the stories of Horus, Isis, and Osiris, all those things are stories to create an understanding of the energy. But it's almost like a parable in my mind of what you're really learning about. The symbolism, right? Rossi is exactly right. The Eye of Horus is seen as the symbol of power, healing, and protection. It symbolizes sight. So when I talk about that multidimensional connection that you get during the Eye of Horus activation, so named by me, is the ability to perceive the world, the multiverse, actually, because that is what is happening. You are connecting every single, it's almost like you're reconnecting with your original divine blueprint and with all the upgrades possible. So that's the kind of thing. So thank you, Rossi, for that. And I love this warrior girl. The theme frequency for the winter solstice is the golden ratio Fibonacci sequence. I know spirits in sync always. Yep. It's really true. So, although this is a very deep channeling, and I'm going, huh? I know. Inside of this are keys and answers to things inside this channeling. So, as a humble person who is receiving the channeling, I'm writing down it as I understand it. I'm sure it's bigger, much bigger than what I wrote down. So, yeah, just so you all know, I know that there is so much about all of this, and there's a lot going on with exploration and uncovering things in Egypt right now. And I know, like Robert Edward Grant is there discovering all kinds of things that were there in plain sight, but he's decoding them. And there are things buried that they're going to uncover in 2025, and things that they have uncovered and won't say. But these things are going to give us a lot of answers. And as these things are uncovered, this information is out there on the ethers, out there in the grid system, out there in consciousness. So even if we didn't see it, that truth will be vibrating out there. So that's another way to look at it. And so that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to say hi to everyone and see what you've all written. Oh, Patty, I'm Patty. I'm going to go in here. I can do this during the show. I'll make you a moderator for the show. Hang on there. I have to get to it. And here it is. And there you are. And add as moderator. Okay, now you're going to have the wrench. Next time, Patty, that you type a message in, you're going to have the wrench. Because, moderators help with any trolls that come in, or, and there haven't been that many. We don't really have very many that come in because thank goodness. I don't know why. They just don't come here. So I'm going to go through and say hi to everyone. Anna, Rossi, Janet, Patty, Pierrette, who's also in my Akashic Record class. Yay! Emily in there as well. Debbie, Millie, Viviani, and let's see. Oh, I think I said Anna, but hi, Anna. And Warrior Girl. Good to see Warrior Girl. So all of you, yeah, Millie's saying Robert has discovered some, his interview. I saw that interview too, and I'm actually, it was so much. Well, actually, I saw his regression, Robert Edward Grant's regression by Sarah Breskman, I think it is. And I'm halfway through. It's packed with so much I can't. And I saw this interview as well. And yeah, it's amazing. So much uncovered, so much. New classes. What I haven't created anything new yet. There will be something new coming. Right now, the meditation class, if you go to dragonflycrystals.store, you can see the classes, but the next one coming up is the meditation class where you will talk to your guides and angels. Then there's in February 15th is the Akashic Record reading class where you will leave and know how to read the Akashic Records. Then after that, I think it's a channeling class. There's 3 classes, 3 sessions of that. And then there's psychic mediumship with Allie of Heart and Soul Connected. We do that class together, and that's 2 or 3 classes we meet. It's not classes, but sessions for that class. And I think that's it. But there will be more coming. It's in development. So let's see. And driving to Sedona. Oh, that's great. Warrior Girl. That's good. Yeah, and that meditation, that regression. Yeah, I watched all the ones he did prior, and there was so much jam-packed in there. He talked nonstop without taking a breath, giving you the secrets of the universe. So I was like, this last one, I got halfway through and I said, okay, my brain's in overload. And I saved it in my watch later. Yeah, same thing. It was a lot. And, there's something, and I've said this on other shows, but there's something about Lemuria, Atlantis, and what else? There's one third component. Yeah, Lemuria, Atlantis, and Egypt. These things are coming up like right up into our awareness for us to uncover. And I really think that all the beings that have been here from the beginning, that the Lemurian beings are all of us. And we live through all those things. Of course, all time is now. So boom, we did it. We're doing it, and we did it, and it's all happening now. So that's why we connect so much with all of it. I can't even wrap my mind around all of that. I just know I sense and can tell that the timeline is collapsing, and it's just going to be us. And so we're integrating all of these bits and pieces of all this that we projected down at one time into all these experiences, and it's all going to coalesce together and collapse. And I think that's why we're experiencing the renewal of interest and information in Egypt, but also we're going to discover more and more things about Lemuria and where Lemuria is, and Lemurian artifacts under the ocean and all of this, and Atlantis. So yeah, there's a lot going on. So not to lose focus about what we have to do on our own spiritual journey. Yeah, and Patty's saying, I found that when you study all avenues of spirituality, they all have the same themes, but name them differently. Yes. Nonetheless, when they are one, when you look at them, yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely true. And I think all those things that we're experiencing, that we are experiencing in these timeline branches of our own experience, it's all collapsing in so that we can integrate all of that experience, because we are not the story, but we retain the experience and the mastery of the wisdom from it. So the story of Lemuria, getting blown up or sinking or whatever all these things are, doesn't matter what happened, but it was traumatic for many. So all these things are being brought up within us to clear from our reality, our conscious reality, because it's just an illusion. It's not who we really are. We're just divine source beings projecting down into an avatar. And once we coalesce with everything, we are at that unity consciousness, that, shall we say, Christed consciousness or Buddha consciousness space. And that is the Christing for each person on earth. You call it that. It isn't about religion. It's about the awakening of knowing who you are and walking that walk and being that energy. So we'll see if there's anything else. Yeah. Everyone, call back your energy, cut all the cords. Yeah, I have to say, it's really a great practice to cut cords and do all that, because just as a visual in your mind that you are a sovereign being standing in your own energy. And yeah, the Christos, exactly. Yep. So the Christos, the Christing, it's that anointing of spirit. It's you anointing the anointing of your. It's like this secret elixir of the essence of the divine that you are. It's you. You're already all of it. But yeah, it is happening for sure. And yeah, so you guys are so. Oh yeah, Millie, that would be great if you take the Akashic class. Yeah, I think I'm only going to be giving it maybe once more this year. I don't know. Sometimes I do it 3 times a year, but it just depends on if I get another class going and of another kind. If I develop another class, we're going to see what happens. I don't want to promise anything, but as things come up, that's when it happens. So thank you all for being here and listening. I love you guys so much, and it's such a pleasure to have you here during this sharing this channeling with you all. And I love your comments, because it goes, oh, these people know. You know a lot. Of course, I know you do. We have a very, very advanced community. So thank you all for being here. And I love you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here.